With my crew coming.
Coach, it is a gorgeous night in the desert. The roof is open, the stars are out, the good life, and we've got football ahead from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now it's Mixon running right. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defense. Offensive side of the ball. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Took the Pittsburgh. Watching you find. All day, dog. Back.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready. Mike 57, Mike 57. I got one. Watch the sink. Leo.
On 3rd down, Powell. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Patrick Peterson.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check tight. 58's the money.
Murray now. This one caught by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Nixon will try the right side. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 38.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hayward. Hey, watch the slant.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Murray's pass intended for Joe Mixon. Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
50. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
First down, Murray. He finds his running back, Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Mike 55. Hey, eat. All you get is a headache. All you go. Check, 55.
Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Defense, let's go. Check. Crunch. Mike. Mike, 5. Oh, damn.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Kirk complete. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll give it to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Mixon trying to punch it in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Two-jet bomber. Hey, Sue.
Looking to throw on second down. Howell, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Your trip is here.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, it's Taylor, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Howell is going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. 57. Mike, 57.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Set, ready, 8-3.
Watch the pass.
5.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howell. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Howell. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking deep for Hilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We can't be
The
stuck.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here's Taylor. Gets around him. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The give to Taylor. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Taylor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Howard. And the catch made by Hilton. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and inches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Greystone, travel.
They run with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slip.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Colts first down.
Let's go now.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Powell, blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, lock it.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, Powell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, it's Taylor, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check it out, Reed.
On fourth down, Powell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
Come on, set.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Keep playing hard.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Murray. Flush to his right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to 6. Put it half.
Let's go.
Deuce.
Hey, check Mike. Watching you cry. You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
Hey.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Know your job.
To throw is Murray. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Murray. That'll be...